Hey, what's up? Well, it is Easter Sunday or Ostara for some of you, or some of you are just celebrating spring, which is fine with me. I don't care what you're celebrating. It's all cool with me. Um, some of you just might not be celebrating at all, just taking the time provided by this holiday to do something entirely different. But I decided I just wanted to come on for a little bit and say hi, Micah, and say hi and happy Easter. And my home internet is down, so I can't use my PC. So I'm going to be having to use my phone until I can figure out what happens to that, which shouldn't take very long. I mean, usually it's just some little thing I have to do. Whoa. Hang on. My flowers are trying to fall off. Okay, so how was everybody's day? Since this is the Hoppy Easter show. Happy Easter to you until we meet again. Yeah, I checked, but I'll have to check it again and make sure that make sure there's not something wrong with the cord. Ah, good. Oh, you get to spend time with your boy. That's good, Micah. And I gotta say, that's how I'd be spending this day if I could. I would be just having fun with my family. Um, I'm gonna turn the camera around. I gotta show you guys this. We've been, as I've been saying, we have been cleaning everything out and all my, from when I moved, and finally finding some things that have been missing for since I got here and maybe longer. Hi, Pam. Here's Pam I am. And so we have been finding a lot of things. And I don't think this is even all of them, but you got to see this. When I said that I could, as soon as I have a reliable way to post things out, to get things to the post office to post them, I got to start selling again because wait until you see this. What I found. Let me turn it around here. This is just so far. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, this stuff. That isn't all of them, I'm sure. I'm sure there are more. This is crazy. But I also have a huge box of interesting things back there. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking probably be a good idea for me to uh, get on to doing the same thing that Lucid is doing and start having sales once a week. Um, I told you. I tried to tell you. Yeah. So now, the stuff I'm finding plus the stuff I got, there we are. I have all kinds of things. So I'll show you what some of them are. That's kind of unusual. This is a scepter called a scepter crystal. I don't see them around too much anymore. They're kind of pricey now. I have a few of those. I have this, I believe, wait a minute. Boy, that has a beautiful point. Apophyllite. It looks a lot like quartz, but it's a little different. And you notice it's extremely clear. It's a very good quality. Found some clusters that are beautiful. Just thought I'd give you a little rock show while you're. This is some beautiful, nice dark amethyst geode. And amazing, huh? And let me see, what is this? And I cannot place what this is. It is not. I'm going to have to look up what this is. It's been too long. It's a beautiful green, though. It's absolutely beautiful. So is this. I got to figure out what these beautiful green stones are because this isn't mica. Not mica. What am I saying? Malachite. Or maybe it is malachite. This might be malachite, though. It might be. I have to look it up. This may be malachite. And the mica is over here. Hi, Micah. Hello. Okay. Heard from Micah. Then this has niobium, but it is a coating. It's a electroplated niobium on a crystal, and it glows darkly with a dark. It is a dark crystal. Oh no, you're there. Oh, well, you're here too. You're bilocating, Micah. Hi, John. How you doing? I'm just having Happy Easter, and I'm giving everybody a rock show, rock and gem show here. This is my collection so far, and I haven't found all of it. I know. Oh my God. I'm really going to have to get busy buying. Not buying, but selling. I'm really going to have to get busy selling. By the way, this is just as soon as I can have a reliable way to the post office, I got to start selling. This, again, but it should be clearing up with the weather because we're finally, looks like we're going to have a string of days that are nice weather. So then I can finally get everybody's stuff out to them. This is one of those famous Tesla purple plates you may have heard about that has the Tesla energy applied to it. And you're supposed to be able to charge water with it. Nice to find. And here we go. This is the stuff that's supposed to help with both. This is shungite. It's only found in Caroline, Russia. And it was made by a massive lightning storm. And it can be used. It can be used both to clean and to charge water. You can charge water with it, and it can also be worn to help with EMF. And Magenta Pixie says it is also very good if you have to work with people who have taken the jab to ground their kind of weird energy that they're going to be projecting probably. So I have some hunks of that, along with all the other kinds of stuff. This is fuchsite. See, it's like mica, but green. It's a green mica. See, Micah, that's not you. You're not that green. Then this is a druze, called a druzy because it's very tiny crystals with mica. And malachite. Okay. It's funny. I get to say mica a lot and tease mica quite a bit. Here's one of my hearts. Selenite hearts. Okay, another geode. Another geode full of druzy clear quartz. This is rutilated quartz. You'll see what looks like a lot of little fibers in there. That's called rutile. And it is a rutile crystal ball. Tell me if you see anything in it. I'm charging everything up with a selenite right now. Micah, the unicorn horn I was going to send to you has run away. Somehow galloped away with a unicorn, maybe. I put it in a bag, in a silver bag to send to you, and put it aside, and it disappeared somewhere. But I'll send you another one. So don't worry, but I don't know where that one went. It's really weird. Anyway, Rock and Gem show in Arizona. Yeah, we used to have one here too, called the Jamboree. We had several of them, in fact, but the near one was called the Jamboree, and then there were several other ones. This is a tiny thing I made of fox fur. I think I was going to use it as a bead, but that is a real red fox fur right there. I believe this is either rhodonite or rhodochrosite, sort of fleshy pink looking one. Rose quartz, lepidolite. Don't let it piddle on you. Lepidolite, no, it's lepidolite. I wish I knew what this was. It's beautiful. It's translucent green. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I also have a hematite star. So I can be the stone sheriff, I guess. I can be the sheriff. I just wear that. I'm the sheriff. That's right. Is this lapis or sodalite? I believe this may be lapis. A lapis, what they call a donut. Sodalite. Not very well polished, whatever this is. I wonder what this is. Oh, yes. Not a good one, but it's a labradorite, I think. I think it's labradorite or something. No, it's not. What is? Gosh, I gotta look up some of these. And a little necklace I made. I found out you should not be wearing selenite unless you wear it not against your skin, because you don't want to sweat on it. It is not to be ever touch water. Okay, let's see. I'm just saying. This is a kind of not a very bright piece, not very bright like some folks, but it is ametrine. Very dull ametrine, though, not a really bright one. which ametrine is amethyst on one side and citrine on the other, because really they are the same mineral. They are quartz, but they just have slightly different, just a few different chemicals, and they go from clear to yellow to purple to smoky to there's also blue, which I don't have any examples. I haven't seen any blue much around. I don't know if I ever have. Blue lace agate, really pretty blue, translucent, beautiful blue stone. Angelite, kind of. I used to have a really nice, another stone you don't want to get wet. I used to have a really nice angelite, and you could see the angel in it. There was actually, I don't know where it flew off to. I don't know where it flew off to. Maybe it'll show up. But angelite is a weird stone because if you look at it, yep, one is starting to show up in there to my eyes. Now, I don't know, probably not to the camera. My guess is you're not going to see that on the camera. But it's weird because, yes, an angelite somehow, so I don't understand how, quite often your eyes will focus just a certain way and you'll see what looks like an angel in it. So it's one of the stranger little stones we have here. And I think you've seen some of this before. This is yet another kind of mica. There's a lot of them around. Only this is the grade AAA type mica. And you see it is very flat and it's in layers. And it is in the rose to purple color. So I was very glad to see that. So I found some really interesting stuff, and there's more. And I'm gonna have to dig it out and try to remember what it is. This is abalone. 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 Baloney. Okay. Oh yeah. There's some of this I got. Carnelian maybe. Or red agate. I think it's carnelian. That looks like carnelian right there. It's translucent. It's orange. I think this is carnelian. And I'll have to figure out what this is. This little ball. Okay, I'll let you see my balls. No, you know. But anyway, oh, I'm bad. I'm a bad girl. Anyway, this is another druzy. See how tiny little crystals sparkly like snow. It's druzy. It has some white, possibly gypsum crystals in there, or possibly something else. I don't think those are gypsum though. Those might just be white quartz. Not sure. Okay. Ooh. And here's an Easter lily. Just for you, an Easter lily. Happy Easter. And that is what a lot of them were sitting in when I found them. So I'm taking them out to cleanse and charge them and let them see the light of the day. Although they really like it in the dark. Do you know that if your Say like this piece right here. This piece of amethyst was getting gray, and they will. If you leave them in the sun, it will turn your amethyst gray. It'll bleach it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, maybe the next one I send you is one that's actually meant for you, and that one that took off. Because I wanted to give it to you because it was the largest one, and I thought, well, you're going to need it because you seem to be the one that does a lot of defense, but maybe there's another one that would be better for you. This is a wonderful, absolutely wonderful piece of smoky quartz. And I mean, it's beautiful and has some cute little phantoms in it and is really, and it has a keyhole. What they call a keyhole crystal or something. I used to have all the different kinds of crystal too. Well, let me see. I don't know if you can see this. I found one of my record keepers. This is called a record keeper. You probably can't see it on the screen because it's just too small. But the surface of this is covered in tiny, tiny triangles. It's like it has tiny, I don't know how well it will, I don't know if I don't think it's going to really, but you see how beautifully clear it is. Yeah, it's not going to focus on it well. Can't really focus on it well enough. This is a record keeper crystal. Now, what that means is that it has a triangular, like a triangle shape etched on it, is what it looks like. Well, this one, this whole face, this whole big face of stone is literally covered in triangles. So what I have here is a library. I have a library in this stone. And since I remember that in the current time that I remember, we were storing stuff in crystals. This is a freaking library. So I'm going to be working with this and seeing what it holds. This may have a lot of information in it. I have more like this. There are more. I've got a whole freaking library. I've got at least one other, hopefully, if it ever shows up. I hope it shows up. But so these are not lost, and I'm glad, and it's in great condition. So it did not get lost among all of the other stuff, and it, look how beautifully clear it is. Okay, that slight fuzziness is all the little triangles etched on the surface. And at the time, I wasn't sure why I was so attracted and had to buy that because I didn't really have a lot of money. But I had to have this stone. And then later on, I realized when I read what it was like, oh my God, there are so many of them. They're even on top of each other. And they are all across that facet. Really amazing. And there are ways to read these things. It also, oh, it has more of them on this facet here. It has more of them. Gosh. There must be a lot of information recorded on that. Okay. You didn't think it was that kind of show, but you never know what you're going to get with. You never know what you're going to get with Ocean. It could be anything. No, it will never be It will never be a filthy, filthy show because I don't like to get dirty. Mm, I just know I'll leave being real dirty to someone else. Anyway, phew. So really, like I said, when I get it to where because I hate being flaky and not getting stuff sent out when I'm supposed to get it sent out. But and having people wait, I hate that because I hate it. Everybody hates it. So gotta get things worked out to where this is not going to be an issue. And some of this has got to be sold though. I have quite a bit, and it's gonna. I don't need all this. Now that it's shown up, I was really lonely for my stones. It's like I bought some and it called the others to show back up again or something. So now I have a ton of stones, and probably I noticed in another box back there, it looks like there might be a few more hiding out. And they're kind of interstrewn with a bunch of other things. So I really have no idea how many I actually still have yet. But there's going to be more. So there you go. Okay. That's crazy, huh? And I still have a lot of I have these left. I still have at least 6 of these rods. I have them wrapped in plastic so that they can't get moisture on them, since this is my kitchen. I don't want any moisture to be able to get on them. So, hey, Bomber. Oh, we're just talking about stones, and I was showing off one of my prized possessions, a record keeper crystal, which record keepers will have a triangle or two etched on them. You will be able to see it like it looks like they're etched, but actually, I guess they're grown. Well, I have a record keeper crystal that is a whole library right here in my hand. It has what looks to be hundreds of triangles etched on it, one on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, on this whole facet. And then more on this facet. And I'm wondering, yep, on every facet. Jeez. It has a story to tell. So this is going to be interesting. Plus, it has a lot of little tiny crystals stuck to it right here. Right here. A lot of little tiny seed crystals stuck to it. Oh my God. This is the one that's double terminated. This is very rare. Wow, I'm even surprised that I got this. This is called a self-healed crystal, because if you look at this, it now has a termination on this end, but it didn't always. You can tell a lot of times they're milky down at the base. This was broken off and started to heal itself, and has healed itself into a double terminated crystal. My gosh, this is kind of rare. Plus it has a bunch of seed crystals on it. My gosh, this is a rare. Wow. I'm sitting here holding it and realizing I haven't seen one of these in ages. And when I did, I went and bought it. But anyway, yeah. Very rare crystal. Hard to find stuff like that anymore. Pretty or stoned, or, well, I'd like to think both, but. Right, Rotman, I'd like to think both. Hey, Ken. Hey, Richard and Ken. Let's see who else here. Oh, we've got Micah and Richard and Pam and Bomber and Ken and John. And that is probably not all that we'll have if we keep on hanging on. Who knows how many more we might have on. Bop, beep, bop, bop, beep, bop, bop. Singing scat, which scat translates literally to shit. So scat singing was actually, it was just bullshit. Yeah, that's what it really is. Just bullshit. Okay, by the way, those of you who didn't see it before, this is the blue tourmaline. Here's one big old piece, and here's another piece. It is the blue, not blue tourmaline. What the hell am I saying? It is the blue kyanite. And the bluer the better with kyanite. So we got some pretty decent kyanite. It's pretty blue. Well, Bomber, you won't be back later because I'm not going to be on that long. So I'm jumping off here in about 3 minutes. So this was a quickie. This was just going to be a quickie. No, it's I'm taking off. So in about 3 minutes, you know. This was never going to be a long stream. So, right. This was not going to be a long stream. I just wanted to say Happy Easter. Let you know that, yes, I am. You've heard of crazy cat ladies. Well, I guess there are also crazy rock ladies, too. And that would be me. And why is this here? It's actually a Halloween light, and I use it to illuminate. It's not got the batteries in it right now, but I use it to illuminate my stones. I set my stones on top of it and shine the light up through my stones. So it's kind of cool. Okay, like I said, I just wanted to say Happy Easter. I love you. If he's having something, thanks for telling me, because I don't get notified. So I'll go over too, and I'll join you over there. So I'll take off for there too. So okay, I just wanted to say Happy Easter, or whatever you're celebrating, and just touch base, tell you, unfortunately, my regular internet is down, so my PC doesn't have internet right now. Once I figure out that, I'll be back on the PC. Okay, and once the weather calms down a little bit, I should be able to get orders back out again. And it's actually melting now, so we're good. Okay, and that's it. So remember, you are divine. Hoppy Easter. Yeah, Hoppy Ether. Hoppy Ether. And remember, you're divine. The truth is where you find it. And I hope you're finding some on my channel. And this is Ocean Making Waves. Now it's time to make some of your own. Oh, yes, I do have some lovely amethyst. Yeah, and a salt lamp. Of course, Himalayan salt lamp. Okay. Love you. See you next time. Ishtar. I mean Eastar. I mean Ostara. I mean yeah. Whatever. Whatever you like. It's celebrating is good. Okay. Any excuse to celebrate, I say. Celebrate all the holidays. Why not? Okay, take off your houses. Take off. Be off with you. Bye. Good night. See you on other shows.